Good morning, my rosebuds. Welcome to Dion Says Whatever. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification to all so you know when your girl do any type of upload with posts, my shorts, or content. Y'all, Blueface, he doing too much now. He doing way too damn much. What the fuck, Blueface? Because my thing is, Neveah just had a baby, 10 minutes ago. Okay? Some women can bounce back that quick. She just when she came home, it was a day, and you wanted her to get up and clean and cook and all this stuff. We're your grown ass got two hands, 2 feet. You gonna make you something to eat. Why you can't clean up? Why you can't um be her man like you claim you are, the man, and stop acting like a biatch and do something around that house? But yet still keep grabbing John's Jr. You keep grabbing the baby like and putting them in the camera. Like that's the only thing you got going on. Blueface, you're gonna cause people not to rock with you. You degraded her all her pregnancy. Now she give birth. You doing that dang on a string thing. You push and pull. You push and then you pull to you. Like what? And Blueface made a statement talking about he think he falling for her. He falling in love with her. No, I hate to fucking see if you madly in love with her, the way you talk to her. Come on, you got to make stuff make sense. Some stuff is just not for stream. I feel like when I used to say, yeah, it's all for stream. No, part of it is, but this is how you really feel it. And you trying to make it like it's content. But this is partially how you feel it. You constantly bringing up her used to being in the shelter. You constantly bringing up her perks that she was on perkies. Like you playing in her son face. You trying to put Superior against the baby because the baby possibly may be yours, and in your mind he yours. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. Superior is a kid. And like I said before, and I'm gonna keep saying it, Blueface is jealous of the relationship Superior and Neveah have because he don't have that relationship with his mama, right? And now that Neveah had a baby, she have to breastfeed. My thing is, you can't when she in the middle of feeding, you can't just say, "Give me the baby." The baby have to eat I believe, every 2 hours. He have to be on one side of the breast and then go to the other breast for you know what I'm saying, to have enough milk in his system for that baby to lay down and go to sleep without whining, crying, right? But no, you don't do that. You interrupting that baby meal for your pleasure, for your stupidity. Then you sit there and keep constantly saying you don't want a DNA test, but yet still you gladly did the DNA test. And then you constantly putting that baby up against your face. I'm about, do he look like me? Is it a question, Blue? Is it a question? So why get attached to the baby if you're not sure? Answer that. I want to know that because what if it turned out not to be yours? Just saying. I'm not saying either way, but I would want it to be so Neveah don't go through worse than what she was going through doing being pregnant. You know what I'm saying? The backlash she gonna get from him or what whoever. And at the same time, two things can be true at the same time. She could go home and move the F on with her and her 2 kids. And I guarantee she'll live a happier life. Neveah, know your worth, babe. Know your worth. Because yes, you admitted that you had some insecurities, right? But it wasn't no insecurities about how you look. You know what I'm saying? I know it was about your singing and being out and singing in public, like you know what I'm saying, doing all that stuff. And you may have a little insecurities. Everybody do. you know. But don't let them outweigh the woman that you are, that you know you are. Because who you feeling like, that's what you need to look like. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, Blue, you sit and play in this girl face, then you tramping around with this other chick, India, and that, let y'all know that's not India Love in that orange in the car with him. That's not. And this thirsty bucket talking about, I've been around. I left him plenty of times, but you want to come back? You had to. I had to learn how he was and who he was. You didn't learn by watching all the f stuff that he been doing. No, you so thirsty. You want to be in the circus for why? Then this Dumbo gonna say she want to make a baby on the island. He said Catalina Island. He said say less, girl. Then in the next breath, he talking about if you ever come close to the main, I'm gonna talk to you like and treat you like. And this Dumbo like, okay, okay, what the hell? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no that good. I'm sorry to be treated like that and to accept that. You know what I'm saying? And now he's talking about her Neveah father because he called her. What parent is in a right mind that looks at the internet to see how you treating their daughter and their grandson? Now, mind you, Neveah hinted around the fact that why he can't go with his his father. Superior can't go with his blood father because of maybe touching or something in a weird way, in a wrong way. You know what I'm saying? We don't know, right? But then you don't pay attention to him with Blueface. And it's going around the internet that Blue was acting funny, touching and all this stuff with Superior on Superior. Allegedly. Because that's what the people saying. Because that's what it's kind of looking like on stream, laying up under the covers and with him like that. That's not cool, Blue. Because you wouldn't want the next man laying with Javon under no cover like that, and humping you and all that other crap that Superior be doing. He got that from somewhere. You know what I'm saying, y'all? This is a sad situation. Protect your kids, cause now it's affecting Superior. Now it's affecting your momhood. Because guess what? When you're not looking, Neveah, Blueface is picking on Superior. He stuck his middle finger up at Superior. Then Superior stuck his middle finger back and said "F you," but you yell at Superior. But you don't see why he's saying this. He defending himself because you're not. You is Superior's protector. If he can't trust you to protect him or see you trying to speak up for him, who he gonna trust? Who he gonna have? Cause it's damn sure not you. You so worried about Blue feelings or what you gonna say to him over your son. Bitch, get it right. Cause you was a mother before you met Blueface. You was pregnant when you met him, but you was a mother first. Don't let that man cause your son to not like you in later years. Because your son is going to have animosity towards you because you're not protecting him now. And see, Blueface liked it. I mean, Superior liked it, Blueface, because he played with him and stuff like that, right? And he needed a man figure around, but that's the wrong man because Blueface ain't that man that Superior need around him. Cause y'all talk so egregious and disgusting around that boy. It's stuff that he ain't even supposed to hear yet, as young as he is, and he picking up y'all verbiage, the wrong verbiage. Yes, he in school. Take him to school. Let him be in school for how many hours he have to be there, and stop having him around this F stuff. Because guess what? In the long run, you're gonna regret it, Neveah. You're gonna regret it. And if that means you go home and be a mom, you know what I'm saying, without Blueface, babes, you look better. Because ain't no good gonna come out of this situation. And my thing is, you looking goofy, Neveah, and I rock with you, and I had hopes for you, you know what I'm saying? But you're letting Blueface manipulate you and say things to you, and it's changing you for the worse. You was lighthearted, you was kind, you know what I'm saying? That's why I rock with you. Because you wasn't letting nothing and nobody change who you are, no matter what they said. You letting Blueface make you into something that's not who you naturally are. And you don't need to get your body done for him. Now if you want your body done for you, that's something different. Because you lay in the playing field where anything he say he wants you to do, you're gonna do. If he say jump off the bridge, you gonna jump because it's looking like you will. Stand up, Neveah. You have a backbone. If it's not for you, for your sons, because you got two. And stop acting like Superior don't exist since you had that baby. Because it's times where you on camera and you're interacting with Superior, and soon as Blueface come with the baby or something, you right there in Blueface face with the baby. If you don't trust Blueface with your newborn, then don't have him over there. Don't go home. That's your baby first, Neveah. Set the tone how you want that man to respect you and love your son. Because if that's his son, I feel sorry for you. I really do, Neveah, because you is gonna let him and his mama control everything you do with your child. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because you was pregnant and for 9 months, going through everything he put you through. And you stood the test of time, because ain't no real woman gonna do that. No real woman gonna sit there and let somebody talk to them like crap and treat them like crap, pregnant or not. You know what I'm saying, y'all? It's getting crazy. And part of me feel like he taking his aggression out on Neveah because the stupidity of him and Krishan linking up. You know what I'm saying? I believe the drug situation, them taking drugs and acting crazy like two crackheads out here in the streets. And he may need a fix right now, but don't take that out on her. Put that aggression where it needs to be. And my thing is, you sit and talk about the Blueface. You sit and talk about the mother Neveah is with Superior, but what about Krishan? She ain't no type of damn mother. She ain't taking her kids to therapy, to the doctor, or nothing. But I don't hear you saying shit about that. You kind of praising and boosting Krishan up for what? To be a deadbeat mom that she is? Make that make sense. Neveah is a way better mom than Krishan ever was. And ever probably will be. No to Neveah. Be a mom first, honey. Because guess what? If something happened to you, your son Superior gonna need to know he got his grandmother, his grandfather, and his real father, for that matter. And you want to be the one to be like, look down and say, yes, I taught him everything I had to teach him before something happened to me. God forbid if something happened to you. You know what I'm saying? You have to look in later years as he get older and be like, I did that. I shaped my son to be the best man he could be. But the rate you're going is not gonna happen, sweetie, because guess what? You letting Blueface dictate how you raise Superior, and when his son ain't even in his life right now. Make that make sense. Go see your own damn kids. Chastise your own kids. You don't even pop Journey or Javon, but you want to talk about popping Superior. Don't let that man put his hands on your kid, Neveah. That would be the biggest mistake you ever done, besides having a baby by him. Because if he could give up his kids that he know is his, well, Javon, because Blue Pink Face is a question, but let him say, if he could disown his own kids that he spent all these years with, what you think he gonna do with you? Like he said, he can replace it. He could get a new family, and he told her this to her face. He think he want a new family. He about to get a new family. He about to find another clown that's less than smart with no self esteem and get her pregnant and have a baby. And it's gonna be damn Neveah. So, girl, when I tell you, you need to get yourself together and stop thinking shit is sweet over there because you got that spot. Don't nobody want that spot but Krishan and this new dingbat. That's whatever. And then Rayla, she making a video with a blue shirt on. He's not claiming you, ma'am. He's not claiming the baby, ma'am. Talking about these girls don't know. They could do you like me. I could do you. Girl, boo. You looking goofy. You looking thirsty. And the only reason that Carlissa is effing with you is because you put Carlissa as the middle name of Rayla, your daughter. Rayla Carlissa Porter. You put her name in it. So, of course, all the stuff that Carlissa said about you, being a darkie, and Carlissa darker than you. You're not Blueface type. You're not light bright enough. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad because you making all these kids and this and having making them get a AB, or you not claiming them. It's some girl that came out and said she was pregnant by him in I think 2020 or 2021 or something like that, and she got rid of it. She was smart, and I'm not an advocate for ABs, but when you make that decision because of what you see this nigga is, and how this, you know what I'm saying? She saw her future with a baby by Blueface, and she said, "Nope, the buck stops here." Okay, now Neveah, it's up to you because your son is looking at you. You his greatest teacher. You know what I'm saying? You his basically should be. It's his only teacher besides school. And then when your dad and your mom saying they don't like the way he treating you, you should know something ain't right. You said it yourself, you getting tired of it. So what's your next move? You get on this camera, oh, I'm getting tired of it and all this other stuff like you about to make a big move for your happiness and your kids' happiness, but you stand there, but you stuck. And let me tell you something about addiction. If you started taking the perks and you breastfeeding, that's a no. Cause that'll be better than Krishan at that point. The only thing is you didn't do it when you was pregnant. But if you breastfeeding, ma'am, yeah, you need to stop because if you go to the doctor, take him to the doctor for an appointment, and it's in the system, CPS gonna take your kid. I'm telling you, they're gonna, and it's gonna be hard to get them back. I don't care who the father, what Carlissa say, it's gonna be hard because you the mom. And when you addicted, or when you addicted, the person in your life, you think he using you now for content. You think he using you now and talk to you like shit. Girl, you ain't seen nothing. And guess what? You're more susceptible to accept it because you out of your mind because you on appeal. Addiction is a lifetime struggle, no matter what you own. And you stop during your pregnancy, so don't go back to something that you know would take you down the wrong path. Because it's not going to look good for you, Neveah, or your kids. And I'm saying this as a mom, a mother to mother. Don't let your kid, don't let Superior get lost in your shenanigans with Blueface. Because if he don't have you to fight for him towards Blueface, who do he have? He don't go with your mom. He don't go with your dad. He with you, and he want to be with you. And Blueface sat there. They was on a picnic, and this is the saddest shit because Blueface said something about do how he feel about himself, do he or whatever he said. He his mom or something like I forgot how it went. My thing is, of course he gonna put her. He look up to her and and everything. That's his mother. He don't even understand what you were saying, Blueface. And he tried to make Blueface tried to make Neveah feel so bad because Superior said that. But guess what, Blue? He's supposed to look up to his mother like that. He's supposed to. When I gotta think back what he said. And I was like, why would you do that? Why would you put that boy in that predicament like that to say what I forgot what he said, something about looking up to um her or something about his confidence, something like that. Well, he said his mom, Neveah face, when Blueface said, see, he don't even something. I'm so mad I can't remember that because that was one of my key points because you're playing him against Neveah and Neveah against him. And Neveah face looked like she was crushed. But Neveah, you should be flattered that your son look up to you like that. And he choose you over himself, basically, is was what was said. He choosing you, his mom, over himself. Don't make nobody no manipulative person make you feel bad because your son loves you that much. And because you're not treating your kids bad. Neveah, please do not choose that man over your son. Because on stream when you interacting with them two at the same time, it's like you give Blueface more attention than you do Superior. You know what I'm saying? And before John Jr. was here, it was Superior. Don't neglect him for that baby because of Blue. Because that's what it's leading to. And you going to be a up mother if you do that. Blueface be picking with Superior. You know what I'm saying? All the time trying to make him whine. And Blueface, who the F is you to call that little boy a bitch? You a bitch. That's a kid. He's still learning how to um navigate his emotions. But you a grown supposed to be a grown ass man acting like a kid. Picking on a little kid for your pleasure. That's not cute nor funny, sir. But let somebody do that to Javon. Oh, holy hell, right? It ain't no different than Neveah and Superior. Let that sink in. You got this, like I said, you sit and tell her, don't nobody want her. Oh, yes, it is people that want her. And you act like just because she got two kids, ain't nobody gonna fuck with her. Neveah, yes, they will. There's a lot of people that will still rock with you or want to be in a relationship with you. He trying to the whatever confidence you had, he trying to chip it all away. So you will be a blank slate for him to do whatever. Before you do that, Neveah, take a look at your kids. Look in your kids. Look in Superior face. Then look in your baby face. And you look at them and really ask yourself, what type of future is they gonna have if you stay with Blueface? Fuck the fame, fuck all of that. Cause guarantee that's not gonna equate to your happiness, your kids' happiness. Cause your kids don't know nothing about that. Not saying you can't go after your dreams or nothing like that, but do it smart. Cause Blueface is the type of ninja that's gonna be like, "Oh, I made you." No, her mom and dad made her, and if she got a gift in singing, that's her talent. You didn't give her that. God gave her that. Now, whatever platform you put her on, yeah, you helped her catapult herself, right? Now, Neveah, you take what you learned and move the fuck on. You need to be raising your newborn in peace and serene at your own crib, honey. Then Blueface gonna say he said he spent $12,000. Yeah, you spent more than that with Krishan, but you complaining with Neveah, and Neveah endure your bullshit every day, all day. But you was easy willing to spend that shit on Krishan. Make that make sense, Neveah. To me, he don't want you. You're just taking up a spot right now. You need to run and run fast. Go home. You know what's best for you, and you know you should go home. You should be away from him for a little bit. What happened to you going back home to get you and your son together? Get yourself together. That's what you need to be focused on. Because every day Blueface talk to you worse and worse and worse. It ain't gonna get no better. Then I feel in my heart that he know that you're changing towards him. He can see it because we can see it. So he sit and say these little sweet things. So okay, you got another week because you said something sweet to her in her eyes, and then the next minute you talking to her again like she or treating her like just to turn around and say, "Oh, I'm falling in love with you. I think I'm falling in love with you." You sat there and said that when you made her your girlfriend. Ain't that what you said? So that was a lie. Neveah, keep up with the lies. Pay attention. Keep up with what he's saying. Because guess what? A nigga like him gonna telling on himself every day, but you're not listening. Wake the fuck up, girl. You need to start anew with you and your two. Wake up. And please don't get back on whatever you was doing. Perks or whatever else. Because guess what? Stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize and keep your eyes and your heart with your kids. Cause that's gonna make you do better as a woman first and then a mother. You don't want to wake up in Superior 10, you know what I'm saying, and he talking back to you. He hitting you or all this dumb shit because he mimicking Blue, how Blue treats you. That's not cool. That's not okay. Ma'am, do better. Like I said, if not for you, for your kids. Because you their greatest teacher first. So thank y'all, Rosebuds. Please comment, comment, comment. Let me know your opinion, what y'all think. And please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Please, please, please subscribe. And if nobody never told you they love you, Dion saying it. I love you, you, and you. The longest way possible. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye, Rosebuds.